In a little under 48 hours, the Scorpions play the Elephants in match day 6 of the World Cup 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. What sort of reaction should the Gambian people expect from your team?
Well, I think, look, like every game, the guys go out to give their best. The work rate can never be questioned, really, from our side. We've had to make a few tweaks. Obviously, everyone was very disappointed, frustrated, angry at how the game finished a few days ago. But we've reviewed it, we've went through it. The guys understand where the errors were. Everyone's on the same page. And so now it's, that's behind us, it's gone. You live with that pain a little bit, you feel it, and then you put it back into your next performance. So, whether it's been in the video sessions or whether it's been out here on the training pitch, obviously today's our first full session back. Yesterday, half of the team trained, half of them did their recovery. And so, yeah, today was a good session. We look good, guys are looking sharp again. And so it's just about minor tweaks, making sure they're ready, and we're expecting a good game. Ivory Coast are extremely strong at home. 2017 was the last time they lost a home qualification game. Not even lost, drawn. They've won all of their home games back to 2017. I think it's like 22, 23 games in a row they've won at home. So it's a big ask, but we've got the weapons in the team that can hurt them. So we go in confident that if we do what we know we can do, then we can get a result.
8 years, since they lost, as you just mentioned there, since they failed to win at home actually in the qualifiers. Does that put the Ivorians under pressure then?
Look, I don't know. Look, all runs come to an end. All runs come to an end. I remember in club football, I was lucky enough once to go, I think it was 27 games unbeaten. And you always knew it was going to end someday. Winning runs, unbeaten runs, they come to an end someday. And so somebody will beat the Ivory Coast here. That is for certain, it will happen. Like I said, I think there's players in our lineup that I know the Ivory Coast would love to have in their lineup. So we have people who can hurt them. And so it's about us playing well, being compact, being disciplined, and making sure we're in a position to win the game. Cutting out little silly mistakes. And if we do that, there's a chance. Okay, but we go confident. We're not going in to play for a draw. We're not going in just to park the bus. We're going in to play. We're going in with seriousness, with focus, because we believe if we get it right, we can win. In the same way, prior to playing Tunisia in Tunis, I think the Gambia had not won away to a major nation. There'd been tournament wins, but in terms of beating one of the historically big nations away from home in their backyard, we did that in November against Tunisia. And so now we bring that memory, that feeling into this game. We also bring the pain and the anger and the frustration of the Kenya game into this game and add that in with our quality. We've got every chance.
Everyone was angry with the manner in which we drew the game, including the players. But that being said, there are many things that the players did very, very well and very right on the day. But that being said, are we going to expect some surprises in your lineup?
Look, there will be some changes. You got to remember that we are only sort of 3 days break. We play Thursday, and then you've got the 3 days, and we play Monday again. So it's only 3 days. 2, it's humid here, it's hot, the guys are fasting. So energy levels, you're never going to fill the gas tank back up to 100% for everybody. And so you get it as full as you can, but 1 or 2 little tactical tweaks maybe, because we always said Ivory Coast is a very different game to Kenya. Quality levels are different. Yes, Kenya are 20, 25 places above us in the rankings, but Ivory Coast are 80 places above us in the rankings. So we have to respect this. They're the reigning African champions. We have to respect this, but also respect is about showing them the best of ourselves. And so, yeah, 1 or 2 little things, but we're not going to change too much, because like you said, I think 90% of what we saw against Kenya was very good. Kenya, other than maybe 3 times in the game, they only created 3 chances, whereas we created 8, 9, 10 chances. And actually the goals Kenya scored were not from the chances they created, they were chances we gave to them. So yeah, I think if we cut those out, we'll be in a good position on Monday night.
Finally, Coach, Ivory Coast, I think, have won all their matches in these qualifiers after 5 games. But then yesterday they labored to defeat Burundi. Does that give us the belief that, definitely we can get the result that we desire?
Look, these